What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to try out a game called Demon Bluff.
Demon Bluff.
This is a roguelike take on a social deduction style game.
Oh, yes.
Which sounded very interesting to us.
Yeah.
Me and James have been known to play a social deduction game in our lifetimes.
Yeah, it's true.
So this sounded pretty...
sus.
Oh, yeah. So this sounded like a lot of fun, so we're going to try it out. We're going to do blind as we do. Pick game mode standard. Reach the final village and die as few times as you can along the way.
That's the goal of life, I guess.
Each village unlocks new, unique characters.
Yes.
All right. There is one evil among the characters. Find and kill it.
Okay.
This is your deck. These characters can be drawn and appear in your current game.
4 villagers, 1 minion.
The Lover. Learn how many evil characters they are adjacent to. Enlightened. Learn if closest evil to me is clockwise or counterclockwise. Learn equidistant if evils are the same distance.
That would be very helpful.
Gem Crafter. Learn 1 good character. Confessor. Am I evil or corrupted? I am dizzy. If I am evil or corrupted, they say that they are dizzy.
Okay. And then the minion.
I lie in disguise, so they're gonna pretend to be one
Something
of these other
else.
ones.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
You can click on cards to reveal the characters. So.
Well, let's click on number 4 because that's the one they wanted to show us.
Sure. This is character info. Use it to deduce who is evil. Most characters activate after reveal. But be careful. Evil characters will lie about their role in info. So the Confessor says that they're good.
Right. Which means that they're... Since we don't have any way of corrupting...
Yes.
That either means they're the Confessor
or they're
the minion.
Yes. But the Lover says no evils adjacent.
Which means the Confessor is
definitely good.
Telling the truth. That does not mean that the Lover is
correct.
Not evil.
But it does mean that the Confessor is good.
Correct.
Closest evil is clockwise, which means that the Lover is good.
Correct. Because the Enlightened could be bad.
Correct.
We don't know.
we're just passing the blame as we go around the circle. Number 1 is good.
Which makes that
But
makes
that's not
sense.
It makes sense, but it's not necessarily true. Because clockwise could be this or this.
Yeah, correct. But that just means that the Gem Crafter isn't lying.
Sure.
Right, because...
So, does the minion have to lie? If they're forced to lie...
Well, I don't think that the minion has to lie. But if the Gem Crafter is actually the minion, then they're telling the truth. If the Gem Crafter is not the minion, then the Enlightened is bad.
It says, I lie in disguise.
Right-click for more info. How can you hover over lie in disguise? Character info is false.
Okay.
And disguise is they look like someone else. But my point is that if the Gem Crafter is good, then the Enlightened is good. And if the Gem Crafter is bad, then the Enlightened is good.
Oh, look, a second Enlightened.
Okay. But, so, the Enlightened is... The Enlightened number 1 is saying that it's either the Gem Crafter or the other Enlightened. And Enlightened number 3 is saying it's either the Confessor or the Lover. And we've basically proven that it can't be the Confessor.
Well, we know it's an Enlightened because there's 2 of them.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
So, we click the dagger, and then...
Yeah, if nothing else, we knew that it was one of the 2 Enlightens, and there were
multiple people being like, "No, that guy's cool."
Well, and even that, just the 2 Enlightened on their own. The Enlightened 1 says the closest evil is clockwise,
and this one also said clockwise,
right? But since we know it's the Enlightened 3 had to be lying because if it was the other Enlightened, it would be counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Right? Like, on their own information.
There was a lot of reasons why they were bad. New characters. Medium. Learn a good character and its role. And Judge. Pick 1 character to learn if they're lying.
Ooh. Now we have 6 people in here.
All right. You say number 3 is good. I'm going to go right.
Let's go check number 3.
And they said there's no evils adjacent to them.
Then you know what? Let's just go find out 5 and 6.
You don't even want to look
No,
at...
I say let's look at them. If I'm gonna trust what we're being told so far.
Evil's clockwise.
Well, hey, look, a second enlightened. I don't even think we need to know who 2 and 4 are. I think number 6 is evil. Ow, rude.
just believe in the lover.
Well, I mean, at that point we were believing 3 characters,
it's
so you know.
I register as a random evil minion to other characters.
Okay, but they're not actually evil.
Yes. And then the Empress, learn 3 characters, only 1 is evil.
Okay.
The Enlightened has been...
Yeah. Closest evil is counterclockwise, so they're saying it's 7, 6, or 5.
But the Wretch is there, and they see this as evil.
Okay.
So that checks out.
That does check out. That does mean that 2, theoretically, is not also evil because it would have come up as equidistant. So 2...
yeah, it's true. Hunter, I am 1 card away from closest evil.
Well, if that's accurate, then that would mean that 3 is bad.
Let's see. Medium. Number 3 is a real medium. Wait a
I feel like... Guys, I'm really the medium.
Good job, bro.
I feel like I don't trust them even a little bit, but...
characters with...
Flippability.
Thing has a character to activate it. Ability to activate. Learn a character if they're lying. Hey, medium. Without even looking at the other 2
Yep.
cards.
Pick the button and choose number 3. Hey, you lying? Ah, they're lying. I think you stab them. Oh, so close. I don't think it was, buddy.
I like how we're trying to be as unintrusive as possible. We're not going to bother the whole village.
Yeah, of course.
We don't have to.
In my mind, we get bonus points for leaving people alone. A twin minion.
So it's just a second minion.
Okay.
And then a jester. Pick 3 characters. Learn how many of them are evil.
Okay. Doesn't tell you which ones, but...
Correct. So you want 3 to either say no evil or 2 evil.
Yeah.
Are the 2 best responses.
Yes.
Closest evil is equidistant.
Okay. Well,
and there's 2 minions.
Unfortunately, there are 2 minions, and there's one that they think is a minion.
There's potentially one there's a minion.
Correct.
We don't know if the Wretch is here yet. The Hunter says that they are 3 cards away from the closest evil.
Well...
So that means it's here or here.
Okay.
This and this could be evil, and that could all be correct still, technically.
Hold on. Because...
Oh, wait, no. Because this is 2 cards away.
Yeah, the Enlightened and the Hunter are now having...
They are at odds.
They are at odds with each other.
Okay.
So one of them is lying.
So let's look here.
Confessor. Good.
That's
potentially
the
fine.
Extent of what the Confessor says.
One evil is adjacent to me. So if the evils are 6 and 3, that means the Enlightened is telling the truth and the Hunter is lying. Oh, yeah, but it wouldn't be both. Okay.
There's multiple lovers. And this lover is like both of these guys. And we were suspicious on the Hunter, and the fact that there's another lover, it could be these 2. Well, no, it can't be, because the Enlightened...
Yeah,
unless this is a Wretch.
Unless that's a Wretch, so...
Aha!
Okay. Aha! So the Enlightened is seeing the Wretch and the Hunter.
Yeah. And then there's a second Hunter, in case you weren't quite sure.
Okay, so the bottom Hunter is seeing the Wretch, the Enlightened is seeing the Wretch, and the evil Hunter.
This Hunter is not seeing the Wretch.
What's that?
This Hunter's not seeing the Wretch.
No, I said the bottom Hunter is seeing the Wretch.
Well, yeah, I know, but the fact that this one isn't seeing the Wretch means that it's definitely super double evil.
Correct, yes. But I was all that just based on what the Enlightened was saying, so they're definitely evil.
Most killed characters reveal their true role.
Okay, so that said, we have a second one that we have to kill.
And it's definitely this one.
Is it? Because here's the problem. Both lovers are telling the truth right now. Because it's either lover number 6, in which case the lover number 5 is telling the truth, or it's 5 and lover number 6 is telling the truth. So both of them are telling a correct truth, which is a problem.
All right. is there a way to figure this out otherwise? Because the Enlightened is already fully solved. This Hunter, because of the Wretch, is pretty much fully solved.
Correct.
The Confessor is good because we know it's one of these two. So yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're just on a coin flip on that lover then. That's unfortunate.
Well, I believed in 6, so now we're just gonna go and is my gut correct, or is my gut gonna?
Look, worst case scenario, we kill both lovers, which is how it's supposed to go.
See?
Ha! Good job.
My gut was correct. Bombardier, lose if you execute that one, and the knight can't die. The knight's tough.
Yeah. Nice and simple.
All right. We got a knight. See? There's a trick here.
Yeah.
I see the trick. I'm looking into the code.
Okay. You think that you...
I automatically stab the knight. If they're evil, they die. If they're not evil, it's fine because the knight can't die.
Do we lose any points for attempting?
I don't know.
Huh. I hadn't thought of that. All right. I like the gumption.
Easiest execution of my life.
All right. They said number 7 is good. Let me just jump and see. Oh, the Bombardier.
Don't touch that guy. Oh, unless it's the minion, and then we gotta touch that guy.
Yeah,
but it's not because we already got rid of one minion.
Which means that either the Gemcrafter is the other one.
Closest equals clockwise, which means that this
6 should be free. Should be okay.
Jester, we can pick and see.
Yeah, which I don't. I think we know it's either 4 or 5 here.
Empress, 1 is evil, 6, 1, or 2.
Which we know that's correct.
Yeah. And then
2 evils adjacent to me. No, buddy. There are 2 evils among those 3.
I wanted to see if I thought that was going to come up as evil. Oh
no,
because they're not a wretch. They're just an outcast. The wretch, the yellow border doesn't necessarily mean that people see them as evil.
Correct. That just means that they're on a weird team. The Bombardier is essentially the Tanner.
Yes. But,
we lose if we kill them.
Okay. The witch, you cannot reveal the last card.
Oh, so now we have to do it without perfect information.
So we're just getting into the swing of things.
Yeah, that's right.
And Scout, learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil.
Okay.
Sure.
Number 6 is a real Bombardier. I wouldn't have even opened that because they don't teach us anything.
Yeah, all right.
That's okay.
Look, I wanted to make sure that was Bombardier so don't stab it.
That's true.
Judge, okay.
Pick a character, learn if they're lying. Okay, we don't need that yet.
Jester, all right. We're getting future tools.
I will say that we can use the Jester to our advantage because we could be like 1, 6, and 7, and if they don't say 1, we know there's something going on, right? Kind of thing. Like if we purposely pick 2 good characters.
Sure. Minion is 1 card away from the closest evil.
Okay, so they're implying...
he's saying that the minions are adjacent to one another.
So like 7 and 8 are the 2 bads.
Assuming that
the other ones are good, correct. Which at the moment,
so
I'm dizzy.
But so if I'm evil or corrupted, I am dizzy. If I am evil, you would say that, but the evil people lie, so wouldn't they still say that they're good, even if... That one actually confuses me a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to assume that the Confessor has to be able to override the minion's normal thing.
Okay.
And that's a fake Bombardier, which normally... All right, so I think we
check this Bombardier and then 2 things we presume are safe just to suss out what the correct Bombardier is, because if we get the wrong Bombardier, we lose.
Well, yeah, but if we're assuming the medium is telling the truth.
Sure. then
we do like
then we just check these two.
yeah, just
something.
7, 8, and 1.
All right.
Well, or 7, 8, and the scout maybe. Yeah, among 7, 8, and 1, there are 2 evils, right?
Okay.
Which means it's not the medium, because if the medium was telling a lie, that would mean that the 6 bombardier was the other evil, in which case the jester would be being incorrect. Perfect.
Bah.
Oh no.
1 fake outcast is added to the deck view.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then they line sky. A fake outcast. So there's either a fake wretch or a fake bombardier somewhere in the deck.
And they're probably disguised as one of those.
All right. Well,
You were saying that 4 is good.
Okay.
4 is a jester.
Well, that doesn't help yet, but
1 is evil, 2, 7, or 4.
okay. If we believe what we've been told so far, that implies it's either 2 or 7. And it's only one of the 2. Well, that's...
There's a judge.
Okay, that's helpful.
And
another
second jester. All right. So... one of these jesters is...
One of these jesters
well,
is telling
if we assume that the judge is good, which is hard to do,
Yeah.
we can figure out which jester is bad.
That is true.
But also... oh, the other one is a witch, I was going to say. I mean, maybe we can reveal everybody, but we can't reveal everybody. So we got 2 of the 3 left to reveal.
Oh, hold on. Go back in there 1 second. Of the witch and the ba. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the witch is the minion, the ba is the demon.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Ooh.
It's Bombardier.
Yeah. Which could be fake.
1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. Specifically the deck view, though.
Correct.
Ba is 3 cards away from the closest evil.
Okay.
So, say, for example, we assume that this is evil.
Yeah.
It
That would mean
be
it's the
either
bottom jester.
both jesters or this judge.
Ooh.
Which, if it's this jester and this judge, that would be
disastrous.
That would be rough.
Okay.
But this Gemcraster says that this jester is good.
Is good.
So that implies that this jester is bad.
Unless the
Gemcrafter
Gemcrafter and the bottom jester.
Yes.
Of course.
So we can pit the jesters against each other to see if one of them tells an oopsie.
Okay, but I think that is the most likely the pair, right? It's either Jester Judge or Jester Gemcrafter.
Yes.
So we can.
So.
Do we judge the Gemcrafter or do we use one of the Jesters first? Right. So
well,
like
each
we can
jester can just look at all of the suspects, and then we can kind of
see what they say. Among the 3 of them, there are 0 evils.
I don't think that's possible, Mr. Jester.
I think that's because I think that means it's that Jester and the Gemcrafter. So we can just use the judge and let's use the other Jesters. See about that with the other 3. They should say there are 2 evils.
There are 2 evils here.
So we can use the judge on either the Jester or the Gemcrafter.
So I think it's 1 and 4.
I agree. I think it's those 2.
Haha. Take that.
Cheap shot.
The village is safe.
Heck yeah.
Slayer. Pick 1 character. If evil is picked, execute it.
Okay.
And then Knitter. Learn how many evils are adjacent to each other.
Okay.
Alright. An ascension level increase.
All right.
Beautiful. There's 1 evil among all characters. Find it and kill it.
All right. Is our current deck?
So it's a witch, so it's a little more complicated. We got a bombardier.
But we've got a Knitter, a Slayer. Okay. A lot of information here.
2 is a real empress.
Okay.
1 is evil, 1, 5, or 6.
Ooh.
So this one, which is covering for her, and then 5 and 6. So a Slayer.
Okay.
And a Jester. All right, and we get to reveal one last thing.
Correct. I will say there's only one bad.
Yes.
If it's the medium. It can't be the medium.
It can't be the medium. Because there's only one bad guy here.
Correct. So it's then, which also means that the Empress can't be bad.
True.
Which means that it's either the Slayer or the Jester. Do you know how badly I want you to use the Slayer's power and just stab himself?
Would a minion do that?
It just says if evil is picked, execute it.
Well, now we gotta try.
I feel like we could do more still to learn more first if we wanted just to be safe, but I think we should do that because it's funny.
I want to do it right now. It's funny.
They couldn't kill them, which means they're not evil, which means it's the Jester.
Okay. I'm not even going to look at anything else.
I like how the Slayer was just like, no, I'm not the bad guy.
I desperately want to know if they disguise themselves. Will they fully commit to the bit? But I'm the Slayer. I got to do it.
Dang, how did you work it out?
No. One adjacent villager is corrupted if possible.
All right, can you hover over corrupted to see the official...
Corrupted characters lie and their ability doesn't work.
But they keep their alignment.
Yeesh.
And then the bard tells you how close they are to a corrupted character.
Okay.
I mean...
Alright, that's a real knight. I trust that knight with my life.
That's fair.
8 is a real bard.
Okay. I'm going to point out for the future, Lee.
Yes.
Don't do that again with the knight. Because if the knight was corrupted, you could have just killed the knight. I didn't think about that until it was way too late.
I also didn't think about that until it was way too late. But we learned valuable information.
Yes, we did. So they're claiming it's either 3 or 5 is corrupted.
Okay, so let's peek. Which theoretically means if the medium is good, that 4 or 6 is the poisoner. Oh, no, there's also 2 bad guys.
Yes, there are. Correct. Or it could be both, because the corrupted character isn't necessarily bad.
Correct.
Does the poisoner specifically corrupt a villager? Did they specify? Just to be sure.
One adjacent villager is corrupted if possible.
Okay.
Theoretically, if on one side is the twin minion and the other side is the bombardier, then he's just out of luck.
Yeah.
But the bard says that somebody's corrupted.
Okay. So then, yes, based on that information, 6 or 4 is our poisoner.
Yes. So do we click on those, or do we click on...
I say we click on...
We can click on everybody, because there's no witch.
Correct. So... But I say we start with 6 and 4.
Okay.
See what they proclaim to be.
The poisoner is 4 cards away from the closest evil.
That straight up cannot be true? Well, I'm sorry. No, she's claiming that poisoner is 4 cards away from the closest evil to her.
No, from the closest. They're saying that the minions are 4 spaces apart.
Oh, yes. But even then, I feel like that can't be true.
Probably not. 6 is a bombardier, which cannot be corrupted because they are not a villager.
Yes, but they would be the one pretending to be someone else.
True. Oh yeah, because the 5 and 3.
I think the scout is our poisoner.
All right. Well, let's take a peek over here.
Closest evil is the scout. And the judge, we can learn if they're lying. We can learn if the scout is lying.
We can learn if they're corrupted because their ability won't work.
That's true.
So
I'm fairly confident that the scout is lying.
And then I'm fairly confident that one of the Enlightens is lying.
Hit that too. Well, and in fact, we know that 7 is lying because otherwise that would mean the bard is lying. Well, no, I suppose.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be immediately clockwise either.
3 cards away from the corrupted character. So this one or this one is corrupted. So if this one is the poisoner, that makes sense.
Correct.
So I think we use the judge.
We try to use the judge. If we can't use the judge.
Judge says that Enlightened is lying.
Okay.
Okay. And the exact wording...
Corrupted
characters
will lie. And their ability will not work, though. Well, that makes sense. Wait.
So does that activated ability not count as an ability? Because is that lie a lie? But the ability.
Oh.
Well, regardless, 3 away from a corrupted character. One of these is a minion. He can't corrupt a minion. So this has to be the corrupted character. Which means that 3 is, I think he's telling the truth, even though he's not lying? Unless the bard is lying, I suppose.
Wait, hold on. What if...
We're getting into the weeds now.
We are getting in the weeds. Okay. So the minion is just bad and is just lying about whatever they're saying.
Correct.
Right. All right. The
poisoner
should have turned off someone's ability and then made them lie.
Correct. We used the judge's ability, which has me confused, but maybe we're just off on the wrong track.
Well, that could just mean that the enlightened is the one that's corrupted, which would mean that they're lying.
All right, hold on. Hear me out. The bard and the medium are the bad guys, and the medium is the poisoner.
That's what I was just starting to get at.
And corrupted this enlightened.
Right, which is why the judge is seeing them lying, because they are lying.
But that still leaves us with 2 enlightened, which I don't think can happen. I think one of these enlightened has to be a bad guy.
Oh, shoot. Go back to the deck?
Yeah, there's 1 enlightened in the deck.
Dang, you're right. Okay.
So, since one of the enlightened has to be bad, I think we can clear these 2. I think. Because the only way the bard would be lying is that if the medium is also lying...
No. Here's the weird thing, right? The bard can be corrupted.
Could be corrupted. And
the medium is like, yes, the bard's a real bard. And the bard's like, I've still got lies for days.
Which means that it's this bard and this enlightened. Or this bard and this enlightened.
No, that means the bard is corrupted, which means the bard is good. If the bard is corrupted by the poisoner, who is the number 7 enlightened, right? So if number 7 is actually the poisoner and they poisoned the bard, then the bard's information is the lie.
Okay. But he is still a real bard.
Correct. Which then means the judge is our other bad one because they're lying about number 3. And then, because number 3's closest evil is the judge. Oh, except the poisoner is 4 cards away from closest evil.
Yeah, and if that's true, then this is wrong.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Ooh, we got ourselves a classic.
Okay. So if the scout is telling the truth, then the 2 bads are on opposite ends of each other, right? That means it's like Knight Judge, Bombardier Medium, Enlightened, which it can't be the Enlightened.
It can't be Enlightened.
Okay, so that either means that the scout is lying, because it has to be one of the Enlightens, right?
Yes, it has to be one of the Enlightens.
Which means the scout is lying. So are they lying because they're bad, or are they lying because they were corrupted?
Because then it could be... this enlightened is bad and the poisoner. It could be that this enlightened is bad and this judge is bad. Except no, because then you would be wrong. So.
So, okay. So let's assume.
So, and you saying that him is lying, if he is lying, you would be telling the truth, which is that you're bad. So that would check out. We know you're good.
Oh, so is it 7 and 5? Is the judge our poisoner? who has poisoned the scout,
Okay.
making their information false.
Yeah.
Meaning, and then the top's closest evil is clockwise is a lie because the judge would be the closest evil.
Okay.
And the other enlightened, closest evil is clockwise, is the judge.
You know what? This one is a tough one. We're just going for it.
I think it's 5 and 7. Oh, whoa, hold on. That throws everything out of whack. Because that means that number 4 isn't... That means that number 4 isn't corrupted.
Then both enlightened were the bad guys, I think. I think it was both enlightens.
Wait.
Because this judge said that 3 is lying. So, it's either this and this. No, it could still be this. Wait, no.
No. Because the poisoner, if number 7 was the poisoner, which we now know, that means either the bard is corrupted or the bombardier is corrupted. Well, which means it has to be the bard that's corrupted.
Yeah, the bard is corrupted.
Which means his lie. So which means what he's saying is a lie. So what he's saying doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
that means that the scout has to be telling the truth.
And the judge
told us that the other enlightened is lying. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the 2 enlightened, which is wild. Yeah, I think it's the 2 enlightened. I think you're right. I think it's got to be the 2 enlightened. That is...
Dang it.
That is complicated.
We got there in the end. That was a true detective's, like, full-on Columbo one more thing.
And the wild thing is, if that had showed up as the minion and not the corrupted, we would have blown it. Or not the poisoner, we would have lost it.
Also, guy in the comment typing saying that they got it like 8 years ago and that we were too slow. I'm very proud of you. I'm sure your parents love you very much.
Dang.
I feel it.
You feel it coming? Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil.
Okay. Oracle, learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role.
Oh, okay. All right, Twin Minion, Ba. Which one was Ba again?
Fake Outcast is added to the deck view.
So there's a Wretch and a Bombardier here, but only one of them is actually in play.
Correct. And then the Twin Minion is just a minion. There are no corrupted characters.
Well, duh. There's no poisoner. So of course there's no corrupted characters. What? Thanks, Bard. You're helpful.
I just wanted to double check to make sure that the Wretch didn't count as corrupted or anything, but it no.
Well, I mean, that means that's true.
Yeah.
So good Bard. Number 3 is a real judge.
Okay. The screen did a little wibbly.
I saw that.
I did that.
Did you hover over the eyeball on the right? Okay.
Oh, I did.
Okay, that gives us more information.
When hovered over, you will see information like buffs used to kill characters and far from previous days.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so they're claiming that number 3 is a real judge, and it's a judge. Okay.
1 evil adjacent to me, says this lover.
Okay.
1 is evil 6, 4, or 7.
Well, we only know 4 so far.
Yeah. There is only one pair of evil.
Okay, so she's saying the evils are adjacent to each other.
Okay.
And then that's...
Well, but she's also sees a Wretch as evil if she is good.
Correct.
Also, Empress would see the Wretch as evil. So the Wretch is implying that the Knitter and the Lover are good.
Okay.
Which, if she is to be believed, and this is to be believed, which means that the judge can't be believed, which means that the medium couldn't be believed, but...
That's true. It could be 2 and 3 are the ones that are being evil. I've already forgotten. What are the Ba just added a fake yellow card?
Yeah, so this could be a fake yellow card, at which point then they wouldn't be seeing this one as evil, and that would be a real curveball, actually.
Correct, but then the Empress would still see them both as evil. Right? Because that would mean the Knitter was also... Okay.
Because, yeah, the Empress would see... If one is evil, 6, 4, and 7, and she does see the Wretch as evil, it means that she'd see the Wretch as evil.
But not the Knitter.
But not the Knitter and the Lover. potentially, unless this is fake.
But even if it's
fake, well, no, it's the fake outcast is added to the deck view.
Correct. So
there's no bombardier.
Correct.
No, this wretch is real.
That wretch is real.
The wretch is real.
The wretch is real, and I think the Emperor sees that and is implying that the knitter and the lovers are good.
Okay, and then if that is to be implied that is all correct,
then the lovers is saying the judge is evil.
Judge is evil. And then the knitter would be saying that the
it's
medium
the judge
is evil
and the medium,
because they're covering for each other.
And that would make sense. So, let's have... Honestly, real easy. The judge says, pick a character, learn if they're lying.
Yeah.
What does the judge think the bard is saying? Because we know there are no corrupted characters. Hey, judge, that's that can't be a lie, buddy. Shit.
Dang it. Oh, yeah, because they have to lie.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it in, real gameplay terms, where if I was playing at a table, they'd be like, oh, no, that bard's telling the truth. I don't know what you're talking about. It's obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
But no, he's just like, no, that guy.
That guy's telling a lie. You sure, buddy?
Plague Doctor. Game start. One good villager is corrupted. Pick one character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character.
Oh, so if we hit the correct corrupted character, we learn a full player. But we have a corrupted villager, which is bad.
Then the Alchemist. Villagers to the left and right of me, range 2, are cured for corruption. Learn how many I cured.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Those two together seem like they're at odds then.
And we can't reveal the last one, and...
Either the Wretch or the Plague Doctor is fake, which...
It's probably the Wretch being fake, because usually when they add a card, they're guaranteed in.
Oh, don't you try to meta this.
Although, there's no... The corrupted healer guy that they just showed, so I'm immediately wrong on that.
Evils are not adjacent to each other.
Okay.
Unless she's lying.
Number
6 is good?
6 is good.
Okay.
Slayer.
Fair enough.
Okay. Jester.
Okay.
Plague Doctor.
Okay, which means someone is corrupted.
Someone is corrupted.
Unless the Plague Doctor is fake.
Unless the Plague Doctor is fake?
Yep.
All right, 5 or 7. What's the last one you want me to look at?
Jeez. Good lord.
Come on. You can do it.
5.
Ba is 2 cards away from the closest evil. So, nah.
Okay. So, assuming that the Plague Doctor is real.
Sure.
That means someone on the table is lying.
Correct.
Which either means the Slayer is bad, the evils are adjacent to each other, or Ba is, who the hell knows, is not 2 cards away from their partner.
Do we try using abilities? Because we haven't... Apparently abilities don't work if they're...
If they're corrupted.
If they're corrupted. And that confused us before, but it was because the judge was good the whole time, and it was the 2 other guys that threw into the
so I think we used the Jester first.
Yes. On the Plague Doctor and...
Yeah, the Plague Doctor... Honestly, I think the Plague Doctor... 1 and 7? Oh, cannot reveal. No. I started to say cannot reveal. Oh, cannot reveal.
Yeah, it cannot reveal.
Among those 3,
there are 2 evils.
Okay, that makes sense. If that's true, then the knitter can be bad, because that would mean that 1 and 7 can both be evil, making the knitter's lie a lie.
But Ba's 2 cards away from the closest evil.
Which could mean the scout could be corrupt. Oh, except... Oh, yeah, the Plague Doctor corrupts a random villager, right?
Yes, 1 good villager is corrupted. So if we think that the scout is corrupted...
Let's use the Plague Doctor on the scout. 5 is corrupted, 7 is evil. Slayer, kill 7. Or kill the knitter.
Well, yeah, because we're at 4, 1, and 7.
There are 2 evils. So either if the Plague Doctor is evil, then I'm so confused.
So do we have the Slayer try to kill the Plague Doctor? And if it works, or if it doesn't work,
then we know. Definitely.
And if it does work...
I mean, I think that 1 and 7 are our bads, and we've just got this nice and easy.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the Safety Slayer.
Couldn't kill him. So it's 1 and 7. We're killing a person without even looking at him. I like how we couldn't reveal the witch because something was stopping us from looking at the witch.
Because it was the witch powers.
Ooh, the counselor. Look at that guy.
Game start, one villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it.
Okay, I love that.
All right, fair enough. Doppelganger. Game start, I disguise as a good villager currently in play.
Oh, no. So those times where like, there's 2 of these characters. There can't be. Well, now there can be.
So there's a boss. So one of these 4 outcasts is fake.
And the counselor added a bonus outcast.
And then sat
next to it.
Dang it.
The counselor is going to come up yellow, just so you know. Counselor is 1 card away. Well, duh. That is how the counselor works. Oh, no, wait a minute.
No, because that's just an outcast, not an evil.
Oh, yeah. Well, unless it's the wretch.
Unless it's the wretch.
The counselor could be sitting next to a wretch, and the scout's just like, I see that.
We got a Slayer.
That's helpful, I think. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Okay.
So either the Slayer, the scout, or someone somewhere up here.
Or... yeah.
I am 1 card away from the closest evil. So Hunter is saying it's either the Enlightened or whatever this is.
Okay. Counselor is 2 cards away from closest evil.
We have 2 scouts.
But one of them could be a doppelganger.
Could be a doppelganger.
I'd like to point out that, can you go and look at the doppelganger for a second? Does the doppelganger lie?
It just says, I disguise as a good villager currently in play.
So they're still going to try to do the best job they can as that villager. So if one of those is a doppelganger, they're going to tell us correct information.
Well, these scouts are telling us 2 different things. I will point that out. So if one was a real scout, one was the doppelganger trying to be a good scout, they would say the same information about the counselor.
That is true. Good point. Now, we don't have a witch, so we can look at all these cards.
Correct.
Oh, look.
So there's a wretch.
So, well, that could mean that scout number 5 is the counselor, which would make the scout 1 correct.
This Enlightened is not saying the wretch. Oh, yeah, because he said counterclockwise, not clockwise.
Well, yeah, but that's still incorrect either way, because they're either if the wretch is not a real wretch, then either 5 or 7, which would either be clockwise or equidistant.
Yeah. Bombardier. And another hunter.
Hunter is saying they're 2 cards from closest evil, which they are seeing the wretch.
Yep.
So unless they are evil as well and lying, and there's someone closer.
So we likely have a doppelganger situation. And in fact...
yeah, we don't know for sure. What's funny is the counselor could have turned someone into a doppelganger.
Which then turned them into something else.
Yep.
They were a scout and then turned into a doppelganger and then turned into a scout and just went, okay.
All right, so let's assume for a moment that the Scout 5 is the counselor and they turned 6 into a wretch.
I think that both scouts are still equally likely to be... oh, no, this is more likely because they're directly next to the wretch.
The wild thing is we could have had 3 scouts because we could have had 4 scouts because we could have had the minion and the counselor could have both be pretending to be a scout, and then the doppelganger could have been a scout.
That's a lot of scout.
But we didn't. So if we're assuming for a moment that 5 is the doppelganger, or no, I'm sorry, not the doppelganger, the counselor, and they turned 6 into a wretch, that means that 5's information is a lie, which that would make sense.
And then 3 would have to be the other.
3 would have to be the other one. And that would be that the other scout is telling the truth and the hunter is telling the truth. And actually, both hunters are telling the truth.
Yes.
I think that... Oh, yeah, there's two hunters. Yeah. One of the hunters is a doppelganger, but they are telling the truth.
Yes. So what we can do is we can use a Slayer and use it on probably number 5.
I think... Because I think that it's 5 and 3 are the bads. Yeah. So I think if you stab either one of them, couldn't kill 5.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Now, this Enlightened does say close to evil counterclockwise.
That's true. Oh, yeah. We were over here saying that it's 5 and 3, but it could be...
It could be any of these... It could be, like, something else, and then someone else is a doppelganger.
Hold on. Is the hunter... Would the hunter have said equidistant if they were equidistant?
Not sure. No, because Enlightened specifically says it'll say equidistant if the evils are the same distance. Or the hunter just says how close is the nearest evil.
So it could be 5 and 2. The Slayer couldn't slay 5 because they are the other minion. They're lying about not being able to kill 5.
Which I guess makes sense. That would still satisfy all the things. You're next to something.
Top hunter would be equidistant from 2 bads.
Next to 2 somethings. Yeah, you'd be 2 cards away from the closest evil in either direction if that's correct. You are 1 away from the closest evil, which would be correct. Your closest evil is counterclockwise, which would be correct. I think we go for it.
I think so. So they lied about being able to kill 5.
Yep.
And then, the one of the hunters will be the doppelganger. That makes sense. Oh, there's some more.
The drunk. I disguise as a random not-in-play villager. I am corrupted and I lie, and I cannot be cured.
Good lord, drunk.
Go home, you are. And then a druid, pick 3 characters, learn 1 random outcast among them, if any.
Okay. Hey, we're doing pretty good so far.
We got a drunk.
Of course we did.
Well, maybe. Because Bob's putting a fake outcast, so there's a 50% chance we have a drunk.
Also, we have 3 bads now?
We have 3 bads
Of course we have 3 bads now.
Look, we're getting close to the end of this village here.
That's true. I'm good. I like you. I can stab someone.
Cool.
Lover's like, help! Help!
Oh! Well...
I was going to say, to be fair, those could both be true. But no.
No,
they can't.
And we know that this one's the bad one.
Do we?
No, we know that this one is the bad one. Because...
Unless they're both bad. Or they're drunk.
No, because they wouldn't
indict
they have to themselves.
Be and they can't be in play.
Yeah.
Okay, so that has to be...
So this one has to be evil. Which means that this one also has to be evil.
Yeah, but we also got 3 evils.
Yeah. So, but I think we found 2 of them. The Alchemist ain't nobody corrupted, man.
Well, that ain't true. They just couldn't cure the one that is corrupted.
That's true. If one of these 2 is a drunk.
Yeah.
Twin minion is 3 cards away from closest evil.
Okay. That doesn't necessarily rule out Slayer and Lover 4 being bad. That just means that one of them is not... Neither of them is the twin minion.
So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So he's saying that
one of those 2 is the twin minion. If we're correct about Slayer Lover. Number 4 is good. That sounds suspicious, Gemcrafter.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I think we found our 3 immediately.
Okay, hold on. Let's check the others because we can. Hunter's like, I don't trust that Gemcrafter. 7 or 8 is a minion. Which, yes.
Yeah.
7's a twin minion.
So
he's not even going to try to use the Slayer's power just to test.
Yeah, okay.
They couldn't kill him. Yeah, that tracks. Ooh.
Oh, it was the drunk.
Right, the drunk.
God damn it, Alchemist! Be better at your job.
Okay, hold on. So they were good.
All right, we had our first oopsie.
Yep.
Well, that's a rough one. So, that probably means that the Slayer... Oh, no. Oh, my whole worldview is crumbling.
Yeah. Because they would have... Well... Yeah, no. Yeah, because they wouldn't have... So... Okay.
Well, can a minion... They lie in disguise. So... It said they couldn't kill it. But... Can a disguised Slayer kill someone that's friendly if they wanted to? Probably not, because then it would out them.
Because if evil is picked, execute them. So they have to lie about it if they couldn't. So that means that the Slayer
if we
is
still want to
good.
believe that these... Oh, are we saying that the Slayer is good? Because I was like, there's still a chance that these two are bad if he couldn't kill the drunk because just mechanically he couldn't. That's why I was trying to...
Okay, but the problem is that in that case, then if the scout is telling the truth...
Oh, this hunter was lying then. And then it's the hunter, the Slayer, the lover.
Not necessarily... do we know the hunter is lying?
The Oracle 7 or 8 is a minion.
Okay, they could be lying.
True, but one of these two is definitely lying, and it's definitely going to be the no evils over the two evils, I think.
But if that's true, then the hunter is the twin minion.
Correct. Because and it's still 3 cards away from the closest evil.
Yeah, because they would
2,
be
3.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You're good. Nope, they were a hunter.
Well, you know what? We've proven that the Oracle's evil. Look,
that's true.
This village had too many people in it anyway. Let me just...
Okay. But...
Oh, okay. So that's...
Well, then that means that either the scout is lying...
The twin minion is 3 cards away from the closest evil, which is itself or this lover. You know what? I've been trusting this lover, and it's been getting me in trouble. Maybe...
All right, hold on.
Maybe this one is the wrong one. But then this one would be also the wrong one. Like I said, these two can't coexist.
Yeah, the problem is that okay, so then
like this one can be killed and this one's still telling the truth. This one can't be killed while this one's still telling the truth. And we know this one's not corrupted because the drunk's already dead and the alchemist went after this and cured nothing.
Right, but the problem is that the scout is saying the twin minion's 3 cards away from the closest evil. If that's true, that means its lover number 3 is the closest evil because she herself can't be the other closest evil.
The twin minion is 3 cards away from the closest evil.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
So if the scout is telling the truth, it has to be lover number 3. But lover number 3 can't be evil unless lover number 4 is also evil. I suppose they could.
Is possible.
They could both be evil. That's true.
So is it both lovers or is it the scout plus somebody else?
No, I think it can't be the scout because then their information is true. Unless it's like Scout Confessor, but then both lovers, like you said, the 2 lovers are contradicting each other. I think it's just the 2 lovers are bad. Yeah. We had to sacrifice a few drunks.
The drunk had it coming.
Also Puka.
Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. All right. Well, our track record has been shaken slightly.
Well, and this is 7 of 7 on this village, so I feel like win or lose, this is our.
This is it.
Jester is potential.
Hold on. There is a doppelganger here.
There is a doppelganger.
And a counselor is going to make someone an outcast.
Which could make us into a doppelganger.
So.
Okay. Here we go!
Oh no. If this was a fourth jester, I was going to lose
I
my
need you to
mind.
click number 9 next. I don't care if it's out of order.
Okay. Someone is corrupted.
Yes, that's true. The fortune teller. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil. That's helpful.
I feel like some of these jesters,
Yeah,
maybe.
probably. Okay, Slayer's
Slayer.
potentially helpful.
A judge.
And a
A
druid.
druid. Learn any one random outcast among them.
Pick 3 characters, learn a random outcast. Okay, so the druid could go jester, 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 and tell us which one's a doppelganger.
I think we just do that, right?
What are our bads again?
Oh, we got the counselor and the puka.
So the puka corrupted 2 people.
Yep.
Potentially.
Which, if one of them is a druid, then sad.
Yeah.
But it is adjacent, so...
And the counselor created either the doppelganger or the plague doctor.
Yes. Which means that they can be this jester.
Well, unfortunately that means that the counselor could be any of the jesters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or the lovers. They could theoretically be the lovers.
I still say we druid the jesters.
I think so.
Just see what happens.
Among 1, 2, and 3, there are no outcasts. Well, that is definitely true.
I think I want to stab a druid in the face.
Hold on. They could be corrupted.
They could be corrupted. Which, at this point, do I plague doctor the druid?
Although it also says that corrupted abilities character's ability will not work.
Yeah.
You could plague doctor the druid just to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, actually, what if I judge the druid?
Oh, that's true. You could try that.
That wouldn't say that they're evil or not. It'll just say if they're lying or not.
Number 8 is saying truth. That cannot possibly be true.
Yeah.
Like, there are 3 jesters.
So you're either evil or corrupted. You're either
evil or corrupted.
Which leads me to believe that there's a puka in that area somewhere.
So then the lovers...
Do I fortune tell both of these two to see if either of them are evil?
Yeah, I think so.
7
or
or
8
8
evil
true.
So at least one of them is bad.
So we can figure out if one of them is corrupted with the plague doctor, which is like a 50-50.
True.
So if you don't get cured, I'm going to kill you, druid. I just want to let you know that. 6 is evil, 8 is corrupted.
6 is evil. 8 is corrupted. Okay. So we gotta have them try to stab themselves. I will say, now I just thought about this. Having them stab themselves can literally never work.
Yeah, because
if they're good, they can't kill themselves. Yeah. If they're bad, they can't kill themselves because that's lying.
Well,
we're just trusting this? I think so.
That was the puka.
Oh, that's very helpful because that means that the fortune teller and the judge are... Wait.
We uncorrupted you?
No. I don't think the plague doctor uncorrupts them.
If it is corrupted. But
so the druid's information is still a lie. Which we knew that.
Well, here's what I'm trying to figure out. The puka's here, who corrupts adjacent things. So this must be the one that the plague doctor themselves corrupted?
Yes.
Because this is corrupt. This would be corrupt.
Which means that their information is a lie.
So all 3 of these are corrupt. I think we know that for sure, and then the plague doctor is true. So there are 2 minions between 3 jesters and a lover.
Yes, actually. Okay, that's good to know. So
the lover says no evils adjacent, which the druid we know isn't evil, and the jester...
Question mark. One of those jesters is evil, and one of those jesters is a doppelganger.
If this lover is telling the truth, then it has to be these 2 jesters.
Correct. One of them being...
And as that's the only information we have of this set until I start using jesters.
Oh, wait. Except it can't be. Because the Doppelganger has to copy a villager in play, right? Mm-hmm. Which means one of those jesters has to be... I know, so jester, you're saying jester number 1 can be... But right, because if jester number 1 is real, that means that one of the other 2 jesters is a doppelganger, and we're missing a red card.
I'm saying that there's no real jesters. I'm saying...
No, but the doppelganger has to see a jester. That disguise as a good villager currently
in play.
So that means that if one of the jesters is
and
good,
one of them would be a real jester, which means that the lover has to be lying, which means that this
is the other bad jester.
So it's these 2 jesters without even using a single jester ability.
Correct. Which
test,
you just have them pick the 3 jesters. So among 2, 3, and 4, there's one evil.
There should have been none. If these were the other 2.
Hold on.
Go on.
Oh, good Lord.
Also, it's highly likely that this is... Well...
That's the...
It's more likely that this is the counselor because there's more opportunities for him to be next to an outcast. But since any of these could be doppelgangers, it technically could still be anywhere.
Okay,
but
so,
it's more likely that the counselor is here.
Okay, so that if the counselor is there, that still works, right? That means jester.
This is a counselor, and then, but then this lover would.
That means that lover is lying.
But this lover, there's no more corrupted spots, so this lover can't be lying if it's telling the truth.
Yes, they can't be lying if they're telling the truth.
if they're not a bad person.
If they're good, then that means it has to be true. But
which means that this is good. Which means I'm still back to these 2 being bad, but then this jester being.
Well, because that makes sense. If 2 and 3 are the 2 bad ones, no, because they can't both be bad, right? Well, no, I suppose they could both be bad if the lover is telling the truth. No,
because the doppelganger. Is something
because
that's
the doppelganger has to copy a true villager.
So again, I'm back to these 2 being the bad ones.
But they can't both be bad, because then the doppelganger is number 1.
What if the doppelganger... I disguise as a good villager
currently in play, which means that if there's a doppelganger, there has to be a real jester.
But if someone is disguised, maybe he sees it.
I don't know. I'm going to assume that there has to be a real true jester here.
Well, we have 2 more jester abilities.
Yeah.
Tell me how to use them.
So okay, give me one. So we could assume potentially.
Do we go with just testing the jesters on things that we are reasonably confident are all good over on this side, and see what they say?
Have that jester chest test like 875?
Yeah.
And see if they say they're all good? But does that teach us anything?
Because the evil one has to lie.
Yeah.
So, if they say one of them is evil, I'm going to stab him in the face. And we could do that with either of them, really.
True.
So, yeah. Do we like 5 or 4 better? I guess 5. I like this jester. Which, again, makes me like this lover. So, what if I do the same thing here? I don't like this jester.
Okay, so stab that jester either way.
And
there were only 2 evils. Oh, why were we thinking there were 3? I don't know why we were thinking there were 3.
I don't know why either, but
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Great.
We did it.
We nailed it.
Oh yeah. I don't know why.
And the doppelganger was everything.
I think the doppelganger made us think there was another bad guy, but there wasn't.
Reveal one random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. An architect. Learn which side of the circle has more evil. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil.
Wait. One random unrevealed villager becomes the baker. Oh, so they like swap their role?
Yes. All right, but I think we'll
I think
end
we
it
stop
here.
there.
But
Whew.
that's a fun little deduction game.
Yeah, we only had one real bad village, but I mean they were drunk.
You know, look, maybe we were too. Who knows? It got a little stabby that night.
Yeah, it happens.
The village is overpopulated. Have your villagers spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Definitely let us know what you guys think. And I guess with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.